What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Bob Arum. Bob Arum states that between the two fighters, there's a possibility of these guys making $40 million split between the two of each other. That's a total of $20 million per fighter. He also said that everything was smooth with the negotiations between the two networks, and everything is 50-50 straight up the middle. Now, the funny thing I gotta add, and I noticed about Bob Arum, nobody is revealing what they made or what they're making. And he said because Tyson Fury has a confidentiality revision that he doesn't want anyone to know, as well as Wilder. So he says he doesn't know what Wilder's making. And Wilder, of course, is putting his salary on hush also. And I thought that was funny because it's strange that a fighter's purse, a fighter's salary goes secret when all of a sudden, in the last couple years, if you noticed, it goes secret when certain fights take place. Like, say, for example, the Dominic Brazil fight and the Showtime reintroduction for Wilder. He couldn't tell people what he made. He refused not to. Why do you think that is? If you got two fighters that's refusing to reveal their fight purse, it has to be piss poor, and they're solely basing this off a wing and a prayer that this is going to do well for pay-per-view. So it's nothing about a guarantee, as Bob Arum stated. It's not about guarantees. The bulk of the money will come from the pay-per-views. So if the pay-per-views do poor, these guys don't get as much money as you think they do, and we don't know what they're getting on a guarantee. Everyone has a guarantee. This isn't 100% commission. Okay, that's what people don't understand. And the guarantee is the base. Sure, it's not all when you do have pay-per-view, because again, if it's successful, it will do good. It should do great. But I just find it strange that all of a sudden, or certain fights are selected not to be revealed. And I think they do that to avoid competition. And what I mean by competition is that the other platform, which is DAZN, okay? So you have DAZN, ESPN, PBC. DAZN itself, their pay structure is a guarantee flat rate structure. So if they know that a guarantee, a flat rate, is definitely more appealing than a pay-per-view, because what happens if people don't want to, pay-per-view numbers are all over the place, for one. For two, if you don't know what your salary is, just like Wilder's salary was $3 million. I don't know how the hell he made $20 million. That's being reported, $20 million. I don't know where he gets that from. Just like where the hell is Ortiz's $7 million? You know what I mean? So it's just weird to me, based on pay-per-view sales, that's what's supposed to produce that extra revenue. But according to the networks themselves, the broadcasting, they take 50% off the top. So if it did bad, how can they promise that amount of money? Bob Arum said the smartest thing. If it's 1 million pay-per-view buys, that's $20 million. Think about the Ortiz-Wilder fight. Did it do anywhere near a million pay-per-view buys? Hell no. So how are we supposed to believe that Deontay Wilder made $20 million? And I know what you're thinking. I know a lot of people get on here, Wilder fans or whatever, Tyson Fury fans. Well, what does that got to do? Why are you always in these guys' pockets, dude? That ain't cool. They made what they make. They're millionaires. Yeah. Look, the point I'm trying to make is you can't go and get crumbs and then turn down a slice of bread from another network, because that's what's happening. See, Team Joshua offers a certain amount of money, and it's more money than they've ever seen, and they pretend like it's nothing, but then what? they hide what they make. So they say, oh, well, you don't know what I'm making. You know the stories, the narratives. Oh, you don't know what I'm making. I made this amount of money. I'm making that. Yeah, we don't know. But we do know that maybe, just maybe, you're not getting what you claim you're getting, and you're sure as hell not getting what Team Joshua is offering. See, these fights could be made if people would just cut the shit, cut the egos, and get realistic about what they make. But until we get to a real platform, they're going to keep hiding and hiding their purses so they'll save face. So then they can say, oh, I made this amount of money, so I need this amount of money to fight Joshua. People pretending this fight is a big fight. This fight is the substitute fight, people. It is. The real fight would have been if Ruiz would have beat Joshua, then Deontay Wilder would have X'd out Tyson Fury altogether. He would have X'd him out. He wouldn't have fought Tyson Fury. Al Heyman would have took him to court and his people before fighting Tyson Fury, or offered Tyson Fury step-aside money. That's how that would have went. Deontay Wilder was more interested in getting those other belts when someone else had them than Anthony Joshua. So you can't say, and these guys are still hiding their fight purses. That means they're ashamed of what they make, because they know whatever they're making Saturday night is nothing near the offer that Team Joshua sent them, or any of the offers. That's sad. I bet you their guarantee ain't 12.5. That's slave wages, right? I bet you it ain't 12.5. Any of them. It might be 10 million a piece, maybe. And Tyson Fury, again, he's on that same quiet train too. Shh, don't tell him what I make. Don't tell no one what I make. Because if they revealed what they made, people, then they would have a certain barometer of what to negotiate and bargain with. That's like hiding your salary from one company because you want to ask for way more than you make at the company that you're currently at. Facts. People do that all the time. I mean, it's smart, but at the same time, it's really chicken shit, because those same people that are not making the money that they claim they make, or they're refusing the salary they're refusing to reveal, they will say they're making more money and then blame the other people. That's what I don't like. Don't say the Team Hearn is lowballing or Team Joshua is lowballing when you really either don't want the fight or you want too much money more than what you're worth. There you go. So if this fight does bad on pay-per-view and we don't know the guarantee, we can assume that the guarantee is piss poor. So Bob Arum again confirms what we already know. These guys are not confident in their salaries to reveal whatever their salaries are, and that's sad. That's absolute. That's pitiful. That's pitiful. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Bob Arum's statements. Of course, please subscribe and leave your comments below. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.